Hi guys, welcome back to Eat with Deidre. How are you guys doing today? Happy Sunday, guys. Today I'm going to be making some French toast. So what you're going to need, I've already got my 3 eggs. And why I'm doing 3, guys, normally I would do 2, but I've got 4 pieces of bread. So instead of just, usually I use 3 for this recipe for 1 person, and I'll show you why, but I'm using 2 today because I've got me and my son. So you usually use 2 eggs, but I'm using 3. And you get some cinnamon, of course. And I usually get 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So it's going to be, and you don't have to put a whole teaspoon if you don't like. You can use just as much cinnamon as you would prefer, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle my cinnamon in there. And I already got my 2 eggs, and I put a splash of milk. You can use a half a cup of milk, or really, like, I would say just enough. I don't want it too wet, so I just put a splash in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla, a half of a teaspoon of vanilla. In with this, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, the way I was taught, I never used vanilla, but today is the first time I sure am going to use it. And go ahead and see how that, I'm going to preheat my eye here, and I'm going to stir this up, just whisk it up. You see here, okay? And like I said, I didn't use a lot. And you can put salt and pepper to taste, of course, in this. Okay, so we're just going to whisk and whisk. And you know what, guys? I'm going to get a little bit more milk. How are you guys doing today? How are you beautiful people doing today? Okay, so I'm just going to put a splash. There we go. Because to be honest, the last time I did this, my son doesn't eat eggs, so it was real eggy, and I didn't have any cinnamon in it. But it was the first time I had tried it, so this is the second time, to be honest. And yes, I'm really excited about these new egg recipes that I'm doing. So basically, you're just kind of want to put this all together, and you want to whisk it up a little bit as much as possible, of course, with your egg and stuff in there. Okay, so I think this is whisked pretty good. Okay, all right. I'll put that over here to the side. So I've got my eye doing what it's gonna do. So now, guys, I am going to cut up, running out a little bit of space here. You can see. I am going to go ahead and cut my bread up here. Make sure you can see me, okay? How are you guys doing today? So we're going to take 2 pieces of bread, okay? 2 pieces of bread. Now, I always wear my glasses, guys, so I can focus on what I'm doing, but I'll take them off because I look kind of funny with them on. Okay, so we're going to take off the crust is what I'm doing. And I'm getting close, as expensive as stuff is. I'm getting close as much as possible because I'm going to be doing something at the end of this video with the crust at the end, okay? So we're just gonna, it won't be a long video. Try not to make it long for y'all. So what I'm doing, I'm just cutting the crust off. And next time I do this, I'm gonna leave it on. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way. Okay, so we're just cutting the crust off. And you guys, if you would like to join me in any of these recipes, that would be really awesome as well. Okay, so so here's one piece. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna cut off as much as that crust without taking, and look guys, this is how much, let me show you how much I'm taking off. So I'm just taking that off. I'm not trying to take, you know, all my bread off with it, is what I'm saying, because as expensive as stuff is these days, you know, we want to conserve as much as possible, guys, much as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that off, and I'm gonna, so that's the process that I'm doing now. I'm gonna take 2 pieces of bread this time to kind of speed it up, so I won't take too long, and just cut both of them down. There we go, see? So you can just cut 2 pieces and just put them together and just cut the sides. Okay, and put the sides over there. I've got my sides separated, of course, because I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that after I get this going in the pan here, okay? So we're just going to cut those sides off real quick. Okay, and you guys, I want to tell you, thank you so much for all your views and your comments. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you enjoy this recipe. There's several egg recipes out there. So, and you know what? I've got a little bit of crust left there. So I am going to go ahead and, so it's not going to be completely square. Okay, so this is what it looks like, guys. Okay, so I've got 4 pieces of bread here. You can see. Okay, so we're going to take 2 of them and we're going to drop it in our egg mixture here that I've got here. And you saw that earlier, okay? So that's just right here. And I'm going to whisk that up. And I'm going to start melting my butter. I have a little bit of olive oil and I'm going to use a little bit of butter just to make it taste good, guys. Butter always gives it that taste. Okay. All right, so now I am going to just melt my butter a little bit more here. Okay. So now I'm going to be dropping it in the pan here. Okay. All right. I'm picking it up with my fingers, guys, and my hands are clean. Always make sure your hands are clean. Of course, when you're in the kitchen. That's the first thing you learn, you know? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this in there. All right. And I might just see if I can do this with both of them. Because it might work, right, guys? Okay, so we're going to take both. You can take both pieces if you like. We're going to try it a little different. Instead of one, my son doesn't want too much egg. He requested. But we want to give him all that good cinnamon. Okay. So I'm going to drop the second one in there. All right. And we're going to save that remainder for our crust here. Okay, so that while that is doing what it's doing, I'm going to rinse my hands off. And that's one thing about my videos. I am a very, very clean person, guys. I don't play around with none of that germs or, you know, I wash my hands constantly. Constantly, I'm washing my hands. And someone left a comment, I believe it was yesterday, guys, but anything that I do here on this channel, I'm cooking for me and my son. So if I happen to use my, you know, hands or something like that, I'm going into it. Me and my son are going to be eating these dishes, so it's okay. Okay. All right, so here we go. And this is doing real, oh, it smells good. Let's make sure egg doesn't take any time to cook. Okay, so, all right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip. Let's get something else here. This might help. Go ahead and flip this piece. Oh, wow, looks good. I might be able to eat 2 of these, guys. But when I show you what we're going to be doing with the bread, it's a good plus. The crust of this bread. Okay, so we're going to be letting that cook on this side. Oh, it's turning out good. I haven't made French toast in a long time. Oh, it's cinnamon and the vanilla. It smells so delightful, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to toast it on each side. That's a new trick that I was not raised on. So I'm really excited to. So we're just going to keep flipping those corners to toast those sides. Yeah, when I was growing up, my parents are old school from North Carolina. So, when I was growing up, I said, well, I'm not tall enough to reach the counter to do the dishes. She said, oh, yes, you are. You see those chairs over there? Grab one of those chairs. And I said, oh, no, okay. So that's how I was raised. Okay, guys, so this looks good. Okay. And we're going to toast it on both sides. That's what I'm doing now. Toasting on both sides, turning down my eye a little bit. So I'm just, only takes, I would say, we're going to see here. It doesn't take too long. Okay, we're going to turn down my eye. Okay, we're just going to flip. See, now I wish I could show you here, but it's toasted. You see that side, how it's, whoa, guys, oh my goodness. Okay, losing my bread live. So see the corners? I believe they're toasted. Okay, so we're just gonna keep flipping our bread there. Okay, I want to toast this side and then I'm done with this. There we go, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to put this in here for now. Okay, so I'm trying to toast both sides. All 4 corners, if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. I'm sure I've always eaten it. And I'm 40-something years old, so I'm sure we'll be okay. But this is just a different way to try, and it's fun. Just something fun to do. Okay, so yeah, my mom used to tell me, you see the chairs at the kitchen table? Grab one of those chairs, Deidre, and you can get up here and do these dishes just fine. And the stove too, when I wanted to cook eggs or something like that, I would grab a chair. Okay, so there we go. See how that's toasted on that side? All right, guys, all right. So I'm going to take it off this hot eye and set that right there for just a few minutes. Okay. Now we're going to take our remainder of this and we're going to cut some little pieces. That's what we're going to do. Some little chunks. Okay. All right. And so we're just going to put that in that batter. And I'm going to set this here. I think that will work. Okay, so we're just going to put that in there. Rinse off my hands. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a mix. Give it a stir. And I'm using chopsticks just so I don't overdo it, because that's what I have handy. How are you beautiful people doing today? How are you beautiful people doing? Okay, so we're gonna turn our eye back up, and I've got my eye going at 6, guys. Okay, so we're just gonna let that get all incorporated. Uh-oh. Okay, my eyes get so hot here. Sometimes they work a little bit, sometimes they just... Okay, so yeah, you want to just make sure all those little pieces get in there. I'm trying to use the rest of my egg. That's why I'm trying to let it soak for a hot minute in this. Waste not, want not. How I was raised, guys. How I was raised. All right, so we're going to get our butter in our pan. And you can get as much butter to cover the bottom of that pan as you like. Okay. Uh-oh, guys. Thought I had something over there, but I've already tossed it in my dishwater. Okay, so we're going to let our butter melt. Put our knife away. We've got all our... And actually, I'm going to use this plate. So we're going to let your butter melt. And you never want to let your butter burn, guys. Never let it burn. Never let it burn. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our good stuff in there. Drop that right in there. Okay. Try to rinse my pan out a little bit here. Multitasking is a plus. Multitasking is a plus. Okay, so what we're going to do, and we're going to let this cook up in here. Okay? And you can see this. And it's going to take a few minutes. It's just going to cook down a little bit. And like I said, this is the first time I've done this, guys. So, yeah. And I'm going to keep moving it around. Those will be little bite sizes, pretty much. So this is what my, yes. And I'm using my hands, guys, because this is my food, right? So I'm using my hands. Don't mind my hands. Okay, and we're going to put a little bit of, if I could get it open, right? I was going to sprinkle something on top to make it pretty, but that's okay. And we're going to go ahead and put our syrup on there. Can you guys? All right. Oh, it looks good, right? Okay, guys. So that's what we're having today. Just put some more on there. Make it good, good, good. All right. So this is it, guys. And this is my French toast. And it's a quick and easy recipe, guys. Quick and easy. Okay, here are these pieces. I don't think my son will eat this because, and when you do this, guys, you might want to just use 2 eggs. And I had 3 in my pan, so, and I was just using leftover. I didn't want to create a whole nother batter just for a few of these crusts. I can smell the cinnamon and the vanilla that I put on there. So these are just little bites on the side so you don't waste your bread. And just let that toast up a little bit if you like. You can throw it away if you want your bread. You know, you don't have to toast it up. But this is just a fun another little way to, so I'm just going to let that cook. I can still see some eggs that. That's how I prefer it. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get this onto a plate, too. Okay. All right. So here we go with this. Oh my goodness. Waste not, want not. Waste not, want not. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Look at all that love in there. All right. Oh, some more, some more, some more. I love syrup, but we got to be a little careful with it for me. I don't want to do too much. Well, guys, it was fun. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my channel so I can bring you more content. And I really enjoyed you guys today. Like and subscribe. And I think I just said that. All right, guys. Appreciate you so much. Have a great day. And you guys be safe out there. Have a good one. See you when I see ya. Bye-bye.